Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of the Zero to Hero Challenge. As you can see, we are now eating food. Our beautiful wife. Yes, we are reverse polygamists. My wife Laura is married to all 3 of us, but my wife got us all lunch, and we didn't want to stop working. Right? We wanted to keep cranking these videos out and let you guys know what to expect in the upcoming videos. If you don't have access to Zero to Hero, which is the training that we're giving you guys an understanding of what action steps were done in day 5 today, why are we doing that? If you don't have access to those recordings, why is that important? Well, because we want to make sure that on the screen, our editors should be doing this, but on the screen, we want people to see what the action steps were on every single day, even though you might not have access to it. So we can give you at least some sort of value. And then also when you're ready for it and you feel like you can take the action, you at least know what to expect, okay? So if you don't have access to the recordings, go to zerotoherorei.com. If you do, I have no idea why you're watching this YouTube video. You should be watching the training. So, Matt.
Yep.
Rattle off, what did we do during day 5?
Okay, so day 5 is very interesting, and I think a lot of folks can get value from this because they see that no system is perfect, right? But what we did, and I hope this is like the number one takeaway from the entire week, is that by understanding what you will tolerate in your business and what you won't tolerate in your business will either make you or break you. So by having clear standards in the very beginning of how we hire our VAs and how we communicate with them, we had one of our 2 VAs actually quit. She was like, this is too much pressure. This isn't the right fit. And I'm like, awesome. I wish you the best. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So our VAs quit and our CSM had our back. So that's the cool thing about going through Start Virtual is that I didn't have to go put another job ad out there. I didn't have to go try to source someone, like go through that whole process because that could take weeks. Right. And I need this business to be running always. So that's also a reason why to get 2 VAs. So if something like that does happen, I was still getting leads generated while Sachi, which is our CSM, she had my back. It's like, oh my gosh, I already have 3 or 4 interviews set up for you on Monday. Right? So she had my back. Our VA did quit, but it set the expectation like perfect. I'd much rather her quit early on than just stick around for weeks and weeks and weeks and then eventually have to have that conversation like you're not performing, right? So by having those standards, she quit. It was, wish her the best, but we end up getting an even better candidate on the following Monday, which you guys will see on day 6 and day 7 and so forth. Really, really, really awesome guy. So it could have been chaos if we didn't have an awesome team that had our back, but luckily they did. So we knocked that out. We brought Rochelle on from Constant Close because we needed a transaction coordinator because that's not something we should be worried about as we build out our business. We shouldn't be worried about, oh my gosh, now I need to pull escrow. I need to go get my earnest money receipt in. Now I need to do all these things. Like we had full intention that we're going to get a deal.
Even learning paperwork.
Right. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, I'm horrible at it. Right. And that's okay. That's actually her full-time job is to make sure that all the paperwork's done.
Are you telling me it's okay to never be good at paperwork?
Yes. I'm speaking from someone who hates it. And the reason why I was a horrible realtor, it's okay in this business to not be good at paperwork and you can still make a bunch of money. So Rochelle was awesome. She came on, kind of explained her process, what she does, what she doesn't do, and like where that line is, and how she helps push all of our transactions along, and how laid that foundation for the deals that we were going to do during the challenge. So she came on day 5. She does come back on later on in the challenge, but she was awesome. And then one of the coolest things for the day, after we addressed the VA situation, we had Burton from PropStream come on and show folks how to pull that niche list. Because day 1, we pulled a wide niche to give our VAs enough data to call, right? So we needed that for prospecting. But then Burton came on and showed like some really cool features that PropStream has to give us like pre-probates and people that are in foreclosure, and talked about the psychology of pulling data, right? Not just pulling a list to pull it, but pulling a list based on what he calls a situation. So I think a lot of people got a ton of value of that. And that was all done in day 5. So, that was pretty awesome.
Cody, I know he just gave us a list, but what are the things that you want to take home from like a VA quitting? What's the mindset of being okay with that? Mm-hmm. Expect the unexpected, expect bad things to happen. And honestly, having the mindset of like, if something doesn't happen, if something bad doesn't happen in my business, then there's something like actually wrong because I probably am not taking action. Mm-hmm. Thought process on that. Thought process on why would we use PropStream and batch leads? Because there's people that watch and are like, why are you using it's like almost like Capulets and Montagues, right? It's like, no, it's okay to have Romeo and Juliet to come together, right? Like, why do we use PropStream and batch leads?
Yeah.
What are some of your thoughts on day 5?
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things I would say when it comes to the virtual assistants quitting is I was hoping that would happen actually when we were starting the challenge, because the last thing I wanted to happen in the challenge was all the VAs to be rock stars and them to just freaking crush it from day one through the whole challenge. Because then what happens is someone else hires a VA, their VA quits, and they're like, well, mine quit and your guys didn't quit, so you must have chosen from the cream of the crop, you know, of the VAs that were available.
Are you saying that kind of stuff happens?
Yes.
People think that that's truly it?
Yeah.
You get comments like that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. People think that, you know, it's like some way it's like, you know, it's easier for us because of some, you know, situation, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, when you have that sort of thing happen, it's just, that's part of being in business. Like, you're, as a business owner, you're going to hire people, you're going to fire people, you're going to have people that they get sick, they have a family event, they have things that happen. So it's just you just have to roll with the punches as they come through, you know, from day one in your business to, you know, however long you're going to be in business. It's just part of it. And on the, you know, PropStream and batch leads, what's great is these systems have, you know, different data. Like Matt, you know, was messaging me literally last week, and he was like, dude, he's like, there's like, what was it, 20-something thousand records that are pulling from PropStream that batch leads didn't even have, and vice versa. There's certain records. So you're able to pull lists from both of those sources to get all of the data possible, because that's what we're trying to do, especially as you start growing your business. There's only so many houses, so you have to take advantage of the data in all of the systems that you can to pull the most amount of data. And then with PropStream too, we do like to use that to find, you know, sometimes the bed bath count, square footage, you know, assessors information. There's a little bit more information there too.
And maybe it's just me. I just personally like comping on PropStream more than batch leads. And again, like the niche data sets, like they don't have pre-probates and batch leads. And they don't have unknown data, which they do on PropStream.
Yeah.
So it's good to be able to compare both. I like the simplicity of batch leads.
Yes.
But when it comes to comping and pulling like property information and seeing actual tax records and stuff, PropStream is really cool.
Definitely.
So it sounds like on day 5, I'm going to get to watch somebody quit the company. I'm going to see you overcome somebody quitting the company and actually being grateful for it.
Yep.
Right? Because you don't want somebody that's like on day 2 of being there. Because employees will stick with you. We experienced this. Employees will stick with you because they're on salary essentially, and they're on hourly rate. They'll stick with you as long as they can possibly squeeze out every penny. So when you set the culture proper, it's so great to see what happens. It squeezes out the people that suck.
100%. We didn't have to have that conversation with her. We didn't have to say, "Oh, Karen, I don't know if this is the right fit. I don't know, you know, that, hey, you're not performing. How can I help you?" Didn't have to have that conversation. It was already had. We already set our expectations, but we don't call them expectations, guys. We call them agreements. So we had upfront agreements, and just happened naturally. She's like, "Okay, I don't think this is right."
Amazing. Yep. If you're not taking action and you're watching Zero to Hero, shame on you. If you've hired VAs from somewhere other than a startvirtual.com or some other competitor that actually has CSMs, shame on you. We don't care if you hire Start Virtual. It would be a little bit more cohesive if you did, but you need to hire people from the right type of company with the right type of culture. So startvirtual.com, hire a VA. The other thing is take action. Stop watching all the videos. Take action, take action, take action. Get the website going. Go back and do day 1 if you skipped something over. Watch every minute. People will watch 5 hours of freaking TV and just veg out on their phone and do all that kind of stuff. And then the next day go, man, if I just had the time to start my own business. Right?
Man.
Amazing. So if you find yourself, shake your head for me. Yep. That's you. Say, yep, that's me. I've done that before. Stop right now. Take action. And let's get into day 6.
Let's do it.